Hi, welcome to Classic Car Cave. So I just, this is the finish up of the repairs that I've done for the MOT test, or the pickle as it's known here. The jobs were, the handbrake needed to be adjusted, there was too much travel. So I've adjusted the handbrake cable and I've actually cleaned up all the mechanisms, so when you turn it now it flicks off. So that's good. Brake fluid I've changed to 5.51 because they check it here and they take it from the reservoir, and what they do is they boil it or they heat it and it tells them how much water content's in it. I think it's something that's bringing into the UK, or might be in the UK. The wipers, I don't have the new wipers. Unfortunately, on Friday when DHL was supposed to deliver, the snow just went crazy here. It was probably a good 14 inches of snow, and they obviously thought, no, we're not doing it. So hopefully they'll turn up tomorrow. Although the blades that are on it are not bad. He's also bringing two caps, one for the header tank, one for the thermostat housing, which is a flat cap, not sprung, but it's leaking, the rubber's leaking on it. It's €5, whatever. And another one, I'm going to change the header tank at the same time. That's not leaking, but I'll change it anyway. Put the wiper blades on. They welded the inner wing, that's all done, which you'll see in the video. And there was a little bit coolant drip, and that's what this was. This cap wasn't on right, and it was dripping down the hose. And I've sorted the idle speed. The issue with the emissions, we've got them down to on Max's machine, which is an old kind of Sun, I think it's an old Sun machine, about 40 years old, still works. All the other figures were spot on, but the hydrocarbons PPM are a bit out on it because it's an old machine, but he knows how to calibrate it. So it was showing sort of 750 to 800, and he said it's at least 150 out, so it should be no problem. The only issue is we changed the needles in the carburetor, we put return springs on the throttles because it wasn't closing properly, and adjusted the choke slightly. The only issue was that I can't bring the idle down below 1200 RPM to sort of 850 where it should be, because the hydrocarbons go up just between 1200 and 800. So we're going to leave it at 12. If he then says it's too high, I can adjust them very slightly and bring it down to 800. But as I said, the hydrocarbons will go up. So that's the reason behind it. Now we're going to take the car. I don't need an appointment. I can do it between 9 and 10:30 and 2 o'clock and 3:30, I believe it is. We just go down and they inspect the stuff, so I don't see any problems. But we'll do it on Tuesday now, for a very good reason, and I'll show you that reason now. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you why we want to wait till Tuesday, because the weather's going to be quite nice, but outside this garage, it's a little bit of snow. I'll show you. So have a look at this. I'll leave you in the middle so you can see it. So I'll open the door up. Here we go. And this is the reason. We're going to hopefully Monday. Oh, got a bin bag, sorry there. So look at that. So Monday the weather's good. Tuesday's the weather's good. Monday it's supposed to be sort of 13. So this should all be gone. And I don't want to dig that shit out. I've already dug this front bit, and I'm not digging all that out because I've had to do the front porch as well, or the front drive. So that should be gone by Tuesday afternoon when we take it for its MOT. So that's the reason we're doing it. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll do the last part when I've got the test. Fingers crossed I have got the test. So this is the way to keep warm. These new space heaters are so quiet in comparison to the older style. So I'm going to turn it up, it's a bit warm now. So. And the great thing about these new ones, turn it up, where are we? Great thing about these new ones is the fans run until the temperature cools down in the cowling. So it'll run for a few minutes and then cool that head down, so it's not hot to touch, which is really good. Okay, let me show you where we're at. So you can see I've welded them. Obviously I've just tacked them in, welded them all the way down. What I'll do now is I'll clean these three up, make sure there's no pinholes, go back over them. I've started it here, but unfortunately this is a little bit out of line So my neighbour's going to come over and give me a hand for half an hour just to bang this in line and do a bit of fire watching. It's been okay so far. I've used the air line to cool it down. But this one's a bit bigger, so I'm going to have to be a bit more careful and I'll put this copper hink seat behind it. And what that does is it won't stick to the copper, it's weld, but it'll give me something to bridge it across. So I'm going to clean these ones up now. I'll show you what they look like, and then obviously once it's all done, I'll put body shuts on it and do this whole corner, well, do the whole thing in black. It's strange that that's white, and yet the rest is undersealed. It's almost like that's been done separately on some repair or other, because it's so clean under here. Strange, whatever. And there's lots of glue from factory, looking at it. Anyway, I'll grind this down, clean it up, and I'll show you what I've got. There might be some sort of, 20 or 30 pinholes, we'll see. Yeah, you might notice that this tag's on it. I welded this little tang on it because obviously trying to get a earth clamp on it. So it's always a good idea if you can try when you're welding. I'm no expert, but when you're welding, if you can try and put a tack or an earth as close to the area you're working, the better the results will be. Because if it's traveling through the whole car, it will earth or it won't spark. It won't make a connection and start welding. But it can be kind of interrupted if the earth isn't great. So if it's possible, or something like this, just tack something on, use that as a ground, and then all I've got to do is take this off and grind it down. Now you can see here, there's very few pinholes in it. I haven't done it all the way down. I just want to show you the process. So if I put that up or down, you can see I've welded all the way down these splits, and there I'm done on that one. You can see it's blob welding. I say it's blob, it's very, very thin. Very thin. It's car body steel, but where the cuts are, I've tried to get them as flat as possible so they make a nice joint. Unfortunately, as I said here, this is dented in, so I need this neighbour of mine to come if he can, just so I can straighten this up, and it'll make that easier to bridge it. And then I'll get it all cleaned. As I say, you can see there, I've got it almost flat. There might be a few pinholes in there, but it's no problem, I can go back over them. And then when I bring the car down, if it turns out that they're penetrated through, I'll do it on the other side. But that should be very strong. Cleaned it all down. My neighbour came over, Martin, who previously owned the car, and he went inside and put a light down in there, and I could see some little pinholes. So I welded them up while he was here. It's hard when it's up on the ramp and you're at the right height. You can't put your arm over the top. Anyway, that's how it looks. I'll just put that on, so let that dry up, and once it's matte again, I'll bring you back and show you, and I'll show you the inside. But pretty happy with that. I don't think you can complain about that. It's been stitch weld right the way across on both of them, on 4 of them. So we'll go from there. Hopefully he'll be happy. So there you go, that's it painted on the inside. Light's a bit bright, but you can see it. I'll take it on the other side. Just giving this another quick coat there. But there you go. Done. So hopefully Tuesday it all works out. I've still got to do that interior, but I can do that tomorrow. My wife's coming down tonight. So I'll fit that choke in tomorrow, put the interior back in. It's only 3 or 4 screws. And Bob's your uncle. So on that note, it's been a long day. So it was a longer day yesterday working on that tractor. But I'll do a video on Tuesday, hopefully. I've got the pass certificate and we put the number plates on and we're good to go. So on that note, as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and yeah, subscribe or give us a thumbs up or a comment. Take care. Be good to each other. Bye for now.